Donald Trump and other politicians on the right do not want you to protest, and here's why. Very simply, because it works. They are keenly aware of the fact that protests make a difference. They'll do everything that they can to prevent protests by suggesting things like protesters are all actually violent, but also encouraging violence against protesters. Not only have they encouraged violence against protesters who themselves are doing something illegal or themselves engage in some sort of violence, we got people like Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, saying, listen, not only can you run over a protester if they are a danger to you, but you can run them over if they're in your way. And the result of that has been at least 2 incidences of protests having cars driven into them in the most recent No Kings protests. Trump knows, and he's keenly aware of the fact that when you see people who are motivated by a thing and you see that there's millions of people who think like you, that this gives you even more momentum and it draws even more people to you. This is why Trump does everything he can to say that he has the largest rallies in the world. This is why Trump does everything he can to say that any poll that shows that he's unpopular is actually fake, because this is all in a lot of ways a matter of branding. So these protests really do matter, and they're becoming increasingly dangerous for the protesters. It's really important to remember that the vast majority of people who protest are following the law and really just trying to do the right thing. They see that there's a problem in our country. They see that veterans are being denied care. They see that the poor are being made even poorer. They see that the good that we can do around the world, like helping treat people with HIV and AIDS, is all being decimated. They see all of these problems ranging from our own poor, starving, and children being potentially denied health care here in the United States with cuts to Medicaid, and they want to say something. They want to do something. These are people who are trying to do the right thing, and they're being told by our politicians that they are in danger not just of arrest, but of being beaten or being even killed. And now with political violence rising in the United States, like with these 2 Minnesota lawmakers who were just murdered for being Democrats, really we should be saying to our protesters, the people who are out there basically taking their lives in their hands, especially when they are in fact following the law, thank you. Thank you for being willing to endanger yourself, potentially endanger your career and your job with all this facial recognition technology. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for trying to protect other people, even when it possibly could be a danger to yourself.